Hi everybody, it's Lisa here and welcome to a Throwback Thursday. I am using the kit from the Tattered Pages store. It's for May 2014 and I'm starting off with the background piece of paper from Amy Tangerine. It's the cut and paste line, and then this other flip-flop paper is from Simple Stories. So starting out with some summary type papers. This episode is also dedicated to Kathy. So Kathy, I hope you have your kit in hand and are ready to follow along. So you can see I just cut that piece of paper. It's roughly about 6 inches wide, and I just cut a little bit off on each of the sides just so that it's a little bit shorter than the 12 by 12. And then here I'm just going through some of the pictures that I may want to use, and it's actually a Throwback Thursday for my daughter. She is now 17 and I think she's 15 in these pictures. Actually, it's for both of the kids. Like if she's 5, that means Troy's about 2.5, 3 years old. So here I am. I just took that cut apart sheet from Simple Stories. I think it was called Summer or something like that. I can't remember. And I just cut each of those little bits up so that way I could use them as elements on the page. And then here I'm taking that piece of paper from It's About a Boy from Echo Park, and I'm just cutting a strip. It's roughly about 1 inch long, and I just cut it a little bit longer than the flip-flop paper. And then here I want to map my picture. So I'm just using this It's About a Boy. It's more or less like cardstock. It's blue on one side and navy on the other side. So I just cut a really thin border around those pictures. And here I'm just flipping through some of these die cut pieces to see which ones I want to use. I'm just laying them out to see which ones will go best with the pictures. And again, just kind of flipping through them. Okay, so here I have a stencil from the Crafters Workshop, and I think it's called Sunburst. And I wanted to add a little bit of fun background texture to the layout, so I'm just using some of the color Bloom in the gilded color just to create a fun starburst background onto the paper. And here I am just cleaning it up with a mask. I didn't worry about the bottom part because I just wanted it on the top part of the page. So here I'm just going to start gluing everything down. Pardon me. And I'm just kind of looking for some fun elements to put on here. I was just kind of flipping through everything was underneath my paper trimmer. I debated on using this Tropical Paradise piece, but I did want something that I could use to do some journaling on. So I'm not going to use that Surf Rider piece there either. But I did cut that extra little bit off. Whatever I had left over from cutting off of the flip-flops, I actually had a little strip left, and I just wanted it a little bit narrower, so I cut it kind of in half, not quite. And I put that strip up at the top, and now I have one of the tags that comes in the kit. Each kit may or may not have the same ones, so you may or may not have the cloud one, but you could just use whatever tag you have that comes in the kit. And I just added the paper clip up to the top. And then again, I'm just flipping through some of these die cuts to see what I have here. I did feel like these pictures are kind of getting a little lost on that flip-flop paper, so I'm just adding a mat again behind the photo. I don't really care that it's not covered all the way at the bottom. It doesn't really bother me. If it does bother you, just add an extra mat on top of the picture. Just cut out another one. So here I have this little piece that comes from the cut apart sheet, and it says Summer, and I have it up on the top. I don't believe that one does actually stay. So here I decide I am going to use that die cut, or that journaling card. So I'm going to use that to put my journaling on. This other card has fun little banners on it, so I wanted to use that. The other side had a beach house, and honestly, I'll probably never use the beach house card, so I just wanted to use some of these fun little banners. So I'm going to cut those out of that piece. And my paper trimmer didn't do a very good job, so I was just cutting off the extra little rough bits. Now here I'm trying to find a paper trimmer for that punch, and I don't find one that actually fits, so I'm just going to hand cut it and just be, I'm not going to cut it right up to the white. I'm actually going to leave a little bit of border around that just so that it defines the edge of that circle, and I'm just going to ink it up in black ink. I've been using the Black Soot Distress ink for each one of these pieces. And I'm just going to pop dot. I pop dot that Surf Rider piece up, and then I also put some pop dots underneath that little banner that I had cut out, just to add a little bit of dimension. And here I'm looking at these alphas, and I'm going to use them to spell out the title very soon here. Oh, I think this is where I switch out the card. I don't really like that one up there. So here I found this one that said fun, and it's orange, and it kind of brings a little bit of orange up to the top of the page because there's some orange at the bottom and there's nothing to balance it off at the top. So I wanted to use some more of that orange towards the top. And that little tag needed some foam underneath it because of that paper clip, so I just added some foam squares, and then that's all good. And here you can see me putting down my title. It's going to say Summer Days. I was trying to think of a clever title, and honestly, I was like, you know what, it's just about summer days. So here you can see I'm just going to add this. They're called Wooden Nickels by Jelly Bean Soup. I'm just going to add that camera up to the top. I used the green one because there's green alphas, and I needed something green up at the top to kind of balance everything out. And then here there's these bubbles by Queen & Company, and they're in the orange, and I just kind of wanted to scatter them kind of towards the picture just to kind of draw your eye into the photo. And then I kind of go a little excessive with these little bubbles, but they're really cute. I really like them. So then I'm going to use these stickers up at the top again, and I'm going to put the year, which was 2002. And then here I'm just going to journal, and I'm going to fast forward my journal so you don't see my big old head in the way. And you can see I ran out of space, so I'm just going to journal it in at the bottom. And then I'm going to show you a clever way to tie everything in at the end here. So I'm just looking for another little element that I can add at the bottom, and I find this other little piece that says Paradise. So I just chop it down. I don't need the whole big square piece. And again, I'm looking for something else to add in here. And I'm going to cut another one of these banner pieces out, and I'm going to use I can't remember what that one says. Something like Fun in the Sunshine or something like that. So I'm going to use that. And it does feel like it needs something a little bit on that right side underneath that Surf Rider, but I couldn't find anything. I may put one of those tags back on, but for now I just like the way it is. Here I'm just going to add a little bit more of these bubbles, so orange bubbles. So here's my little trick. If you have journaling that you want to add at the bottom and you want to draw the eye to it, just go around with your black pen and just create some lines, and then end it at the journaling, so it kind of brings your eye all the way around, so you can kind of see where the eye is leading to it. So here's some close-ups. I'm just going to get you a better look. Stay tuned for the close-up photos. They kind of show a little bit better detail of the coloring. So thanks everybody for watching, and Kathy, I hope you enjoyed your video, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!